Hello, rejects. It's Greg Alba here.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, this is Lisa Mihalik.
Oh, hi, I'm Lisa.
A talented lady, wonderful, beautiful woman with a lot of skills and a variety of humor.
A variety.
A variety of humor,
Well,
this
thank
one.
you.
We're going to watch from our friends Top 5 Unknowns, 5 Scary Truths Behind Supernatural Movies. Are you ready for this?
I don't know the way you said it.
I
don't know
be
if I'm
prepared.
ready.
We're going to talk
But the
about
way
each one
you
of these.
said it makes me want to be prepared. So yes,
Hey.
to answer your question.
Dude, why am I
prepared.
sweating so much?
Because you're nerd. This is scary. Scary.
You're not sweating at all. Sweating is
Yes,
an
I am.
unattractive quality.
Not a Nike
Be
ad.
sure to go and download the Amino Horror app. It can be found on the App Store and
Cool.
it's completely free. We currently use it ourselves and we saw people's comments on it wondering if
Cool.
it's really us. Well, it is. The app is kind of like a social media style app dedicated to horror. On it, we can share content with each other based around horror movies and TV shows, but also creepy content such as urban legends and stories. Along with this,
Yeah, I want to see the video.
follows a group.
Oh, that's what you're. Oh,
content.
see that gruesome face?
By skipping it, I just made things more complicated.
Yikes.
Okay.
Icky.
It's on there.
Is this
As
the
if
video
these
now?
movies were not scary enough,
Oh.
it's frightening to find out that they were based on true events. Number 5. A Nightmare on Elm Street. This iconic Wes Craven movie follows a group of teens. The teens begin to have bizarre nightmares which seem to have an effect in the physical realm. The person haunting their dreams is a man by the name of Freddy Krueger. He is an ex-child killer who was burned alive by a mob of angry parents.
Oh.
He is now back to haunt the kids in their dreams. His victims try to stay awake to avoid meeting him, but they fail every time. The bizarre thing about this movie is that Wes Craven was actually inspired by real events. Wes
What?
Craven revealed that an article he read inspired him. The article was about a family that survived the killing fields in Cambodia. The killing fields were a number of locations in Cambodia where collectively more than 1 million people were killed. It was a genocide that took place under the Khmer regime in the 1970s. The article had said that the little boy in the family kept having terrifying vivid nightmares that would keep him up at night. He told his family he believed that whatever was chasing him in his dreams would eventually catch him and kill him. Due to the fear, the boy stayed up for days without sleep. Once he finally fell asleep, his parents thought the madness was over. This was until they heard him screaming. They rushed into him, but he had died. The article stated that he had died during a nightmare.
Oh my.
Number 4.
What?
Wow.
What?
Wow, as sad as that is, I'm going to turn that fan on. Because I
Okay.
have one concern right now.
Oh my god.
Damn you, fan.
I'm glad you needed to turn the fan on because I needed a second to really consume that. Whoa.
Way to justify what I'm doing.
We're a team here.
Yeah. Way to make up for my awesome on-camera presence. You know, as we're filming this, we
Yeah.
don't know if Trump is president yet
Oh
or not.
my. You're going back. That's
Well,
the real scary thing.
Yeah, you know, you want to talk about a nightmare coming to reality?
Trump.
Now I'm from California. If you look at how many people voted for Trump in California, not many.
Not many.
We're not Trump supporters, a lot of us out here. We're very much little concerned right now. By the time this video's up, it could be Hillary or it could be Trump.
But Trump's winning right now as we speak.
Yeah, that's a real nightmare on
Now-
World Street.
Yep, I'm gonna wake up screaming.
Do you think that was real? How he said something was chasing him and you think that thing really killed him like a demon? That'd be pretty freaky, huh?
It'd be hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hard to answer that question because I'm not
Yeah.
here to call someone a liar, but my God.
Despite what happened, he was making that shit up. He just got too scared when he was
You
dreaming.
got too scared. No, really.
Nah, that's horrible.
That's horrible.
I'm sorry.
Because we're not here to make anyone feel like they're lying, but oh my God.
Hey, I could believe it. Can you imagine that? Where the demon haunts you in your dream?
I'm gonna have to
You
believe
just
it.
can't. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
That's
believe
good.
it.
He'll attract one.
Oh my God. No, I'm not gonna sleep because I don't wanna. Isn't that sad? Oh, I think we can all relate to this in some aspect. When you don't want to sleep because you stop it because you don't want to dream because it's that bad.
Because you're afraid of what you might dream?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because dreams can be vivid. I've woken up and I'm like, that happened. I know that happened. And then I have to like think about my day, my night before, and be like, no, there's no way that was a dream. There's no way that happened. But it gets real like that sometimes. Maybe that was his situation. I don't know.
You know what? I'm not going to make a joke. I'm sorry. I'll take that in and
What was
respect
that?
it. I'm sorry.
What did I say?
You totally... What do you mean, what did you say?
What did I do? What
No,
was
I'm
funny?
saying I feel like bad for like wanting to make a joke right now.
But, okay. Alrighty. Well, can you relate to that though?
I can totally relate to that. There are times where I'll... You know, like the one time I slept with a man.
Okay.
I was having this horrible dream that like Trump supporters were, you know, they managed to get Donald Trump elected. This was my nightmare when I had sex with
I'm taking this in
this
and I'm here for
beautiful man.
support.
I woke up.
Was it
I
Trump you
didn't
were
wake
sleeping
up.
with?
I thought Trump. I woke up and I thought I saw Trump.
That you were sleeping with.
And I killed this guy. I punched him
So
to
it
beat him to death, but it ended up not being Trump. And now Ben Harrison's body is out there floating in the LA River.
Goodness.
Let's go to number 4 finally.
Number 4. The Mothman Prophecies. This one may be hard to believe. Released in 2002, the film follows a journalist called John, who is played by Richard Gere. While driving, he and his wife see a black flying figure and swerve to avoid it. They crash the car and his wife dies in hospital. After this, John finds drawings of the figure in which his wife drew previous to the crash. After this, he finds himself traveling through Point Pleasant, West Virginia. While there, he goes searching for a mysterious winged creature that many people have reported. The descriptions match the drawings his wife done. Believe it or not, this movie was actually based on real occurrences that happened during the late 1960s. Between November 15th, 1966 to December 15th, 1967, residents of Point Pleasant started reporting sightings of a mysterious creature. On November 12, 1966, 5 men who were digging a grave at a cemetery claimed to see a man-like figure fly out from a tree and over their heads. Over the next few days, many sightings were reported. Each report described the same winged man type of creature. Sightings continued for almost a year. This was until December 15, 1967. On this day, a bridge known as the Silver Bridge collapsed.
Ooh.
The bridge connected Point Pleasant and Gallipolis, Ohio. It had collapsed during rush hour and resulted in the death of 46 people. After this, no more sightings of the Mothman were reported. This led to the residents believing that the Mothman had something to do with the collapse. Number 3.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa,
A
whoa.
lot of people were reporting seeing some type of like supernatural creature.
Yeah. Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
One time I saw Donald Trump flying in the
Stop! Oh
sky
my god!
with lasers
That's really what this video is about.
out of his eyes shooting down at America. This was a dream I also had. That was part of the nightmare.
Right. Oh, which part
It's just
one or
weird. A
part
lot
two?
of what they described just reminded me a lot of what I imagined with
Oh my-
Trump dream.
They're gonna have a video about you.
When Trump was, you know, like when he revealed his true dark powers.
And you're still having nightmares about this.
I'm still having nightmares. This is a belief.
Dear God, don't go to bed tonight.
Don't
go to bed
Lisa, I am
tonight.
not joking. I've seen Trump fly.
And I must believe you. And I must
Thank
believe you.
I have conviction.
Because dreams can't be that vivid. You must
Now,
have seen
it's just
this
all
to
about
be
how
true.
Trump wields that power.
And doesn't he?
You know?
Yeah.
It's like Superman could be evil, or he could be good. Do you
So that-
believe in... what are you going to say?
Nope.
Hey, no, Lisa.
I forgot.
You
I was
did not
probably gonna
forget.
be like, so that was interesting.
Lisa, tell me what you said. And
So that was
I'll
interesting.
respond genuinely. Tell me what you said.
So that was interesting.
Well, is that all you were going to say?
Yeah, at the moment.
All right.
I was gonna wait to see what you were gonna say.
Well, what I was going to say is a question to you.
To me,
Yeah, do you believe that there are supernatural beings out there like that? How interesting would it be if like a dragon
I don't
emerged
know.
in LA?
Again, I'm not saying no because I don't believe people when they say that. However, it sounds like when I say no, I don't
just
believe
sounds
people
like
when
bullshit,
I say
basically.
Okay, I see what I just said. That
What
was
about
that.
when
No,
there's
no,
all
no.
these reports though?
Have in my lifetime. This
Yes.
is why. Here, let me go back and
Let's-
In my lifetime, has that ever happened? And have I
Yeah.
seen reports? No, I haven't. I've never had anyone come to me and genuinely be like, Lisa, I saw this face. This is what it looked like.
Yes.
And if a near and dear friend came to me and said that, or an acquaintance, I don't know why they have to be so near and dear. If someone came to me and said that, I wouldn't be like, you are absolutely on something wild. You need to go get yourself.
Yeah.
No, I would take it in as a friend, and okay, so to answer your question, let me totally answer it differently. I guess I would.
I'm just asking, you think it's possible?
Yes. Okay. I changed my answer to yes because of what I just said.
What do you mean? I want to see if you think it's possible.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing the right thing. We're having a good conversation.
I do think it's possible because has it happened? No. But do I think it could? Yeah. And have I freaked myself out before? Yes, I have. I have freaked myself out before. Has it been anything? No. Could it have been? Probably. And you? What about you?
But was it? No. I totally believe that could happen.
We're on the same page.
If I saw like some freaky creature flying around in the sky, I'd be like, fucking knew it, man.
No, I totally
I
freaked
knew
myself
bamboos
out.
with vampire fangs existed with wings.
Okay, are you being real right now?
No, I'm just saying if that happened, I wouldn't
You would
doubt
take it in as something
I
that
wouldn't
could
doubt
be true.
Because we used to have crazy creatures back then when dinosaurs existed. There was like the super, what is it called? The super croc, which was like
The monkey.
the 80-foot.
Giraffe.
I'm sure there's some crazy kind of monkeys back
Hippo.
then. I'm just saying that like a lot of these kind of creatures and stuff.
I'm on the journey with you. I get what you mean.
But they meant like supernatural creature though,
No,
right?
and
like,
I'm
like
still-
some type of demon.
I
in
know,
this
and I'm
video.
still on board with that.
You know what? We're just confused.
No.
Let's just
Exorcism.
move on.
Wait, go back.
No,
This
we're good.
courtroom drama
This
horror
video's gonna be
film
forever.
was released in 2005. It follows a 19-year-old girl by the name of Emily Rose.
Ooh.
After she enrolls in university, strange occurrences begin in her dorm. Items start to
Nice.
move on their own, and she
Always.
begins to see demons.
Ooh.
As the episodes get worse, she becomes unable to eat and is hospitalized.
Oh no.
She is then diagnosed with epilepsy. However, the medication prescribed to her has no effect. Once she is sent back home, the symptoms become even
Oh
worse,
my, that is-
and her friends believe
Sorry.
she may
It's a
be
good movie.
possessed by a demon. They inform Emily's family, who get in contact with a priest who performs an exorcism. Shortly after this, Emily dies due to self-inflicted wounds and malnutrition.
Spoiler.
After this, the priest is sent to court as he was accused of negligent homicide. This movie was actually based off the terrifying story of Anneliese Michel. Anneliese was a German woman who had an exorcism performed on her in 1975. The priest believed she was possessed by demons. When she turned 16, she had a seizure and was diagnosed with epilepsy. She was also treated for depression at a psychiatric hospital. At the age of 20, she became much worse. She started to despise various religious objects, and she also started to hear voices and felt suicidal. Her family believed she was possessed by demons and reached out to a Catholic priest. They asked the priest if he could perform an exorcism, but he rejected. Shortly after, he got permission from a bishop, and he and a second priest performed several exorcisms on Anneliese for a course of 10 months. 67 exorcisms were performed. They would usually be performed 2 times a week and would last 4 hours.
Oh.
Here is an alleged recording from one of the sessions.
Wow, this is real. In theory, it's real. Not okay. Wow, that's
On the 1st of July 1976, Anneliese died in her home. She died from dehydration and malnutrition. This was because she refused to eat during her last few
Look at her.
exorcisms. After word spread about her death, her parents and the priest were charged with negligent homicide. Number 2. The haunting...
Pause the day. Oh god, that's just not comforting. Whoa! I think I start out every section with whoa or wow, because like my mind's blown. So when Trump, no, I'm just kidding.
Well, all Trump jokes aside, we failed to perform a proper exorcism on Trump. And now he is dominating.
For real. I was gonna say something like, he's scared too, your cat.
Yeah, the black cat got scared.
Got scared, I can't blame.
That's really scary, you know? I grew up Catholic, you know?
That was a nice
Represent.
little like
Oh, the
whatever you
Jesus! You know, they would talk about how exorcisms are very real in Catholic school.
Yeah.
And
yeah, because I went to one too. I get it.
but then hearing it here, I'm like, it sounds like she had some type of schizophrenia,
Yeah.
mental breakdown.
Something
and
else involved.
They might have jumped a little too quick.
Something else was involved. This was back in the day. They didn't know this, that, and the
But
other.
they still go on. Exorcisms happen still. Like, it's crazy. I mean, maybe they're real. See, that's the thing. That's the thing.
In theory, we don't
It
know.
could be real. I might not call myself a Catholic no more, but I still go, someone's possessed by a demon? I could potentially buy that. Yes.
That voice recording, though.
That's terrifying.
That was absolutely
terrifying.
freaky.
It's terrifying. That's what Lisa's voicemail sounds like.
When I'm not there. Leave a message after the... Ooh, oh, God. That was funny.
Thank you.
That was funny.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Because now I'm imagining it.
Yeah.
That would just be funny.
It's the power of a joke.
Lisa's not there.
Gets your mind
She's getting
working.
some demons out. She'll be back late. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
You were funny. I wasn't.
A little butchering. Okay, let's...
Sorry.
So, yeah, I mean, have you had...
Thank you.
I'm joking.
Okay.
Have you had an exorcism before?
No. No. Have you?
I would have liked to have had an... You know what?
Just in case you had some demons but didn't know?
I felt like we all have our demons.
I think, what if you don't know if you do or not? So should we all get one just in case?
I think we should. I mean, before we go to the
It's like-
doctor and waste
It's like
a lot
checkup.
of money,
Getting your checkup.
you know, get a priest to do it for free.
It's like a flu shot just in case
It's like
you
a
get
flu
the flu
shot.
or something. You should get your demons out just
Get
in
the
case.
demons out. Yeah. We know what we're talking about.
We do.
We voted Hillary. Number 2.
Ditka. This film was released in 2009. It's about a family who moved to Connecticut because their ill son needs special treatment and the hospital is located in Connecticut.
He always
The
looks
son
ill
was suffering
every
from
movie.
cancer of
Wow,
the immune
yeah.
system and needed special treatment for it. This resulted in the family driving back and forth from the hospital. One day when they were driving back, they noticed a house that had a for rent sign which was close to the hospital. After viewing the house, they decided to move in. This is when it gets creepy. The family realized that the house used to be a funeral home. After this, creepy poltergeist activity begins and the sick son starts to have visions of spirits. Later on, they find out that the previous owners had performed seances and would practice necromancy at the home. The spirits in the home become extremely violent and some forms of possession occur. This leads to the family selling the house. The scary thing about this movie was that it was based on true events. It was based on reports from the Snedeker family. They actually had a son called Philip Snedeker who had cancer of the immune system, and due to this, they moved to Connecticut. Also, the house was actually a funeral home. Here are some eerie reports from the family. According to Carmen Snedeker, who was the woman of the house, she claims that while she was mopping the floors one day, the water had changed and looked like blood. She said that she was terrified and started to believe that she might have been damaging the floor. She also reported that once before dinner, she had set the table, but when the family returned to eat, the dishes had been put away. The middle son, by the name of Bradley, claimed that the lights would flicker and randomly turn off. Carmen also reported a terrifying event in which a shower curtain almost suffocated her. She claims it mysteriously wrapped around her face and she struggled to remove it. The family had reported that they would often find old toe tags of the deceased laying around the house.
Oh, that is too much.
Number 1.
Oh, no.
Okay, other than
Just no.
the tags being scary, I don't buy anything out of that. It just sounds like typical things.
What about the dishes? Lights flickering.
You know what?
I get it.
I think sometimes someone can get so paranoid that they just become forgetful, or they start believing. Yeah, that's my
That
cat.
scared me now.
They just start believing things. They start.
Yeah,
They
or
start,
forgetting.
They start believing something, so they start attracting bad incidences to
No,
happen.
that's a good point. Or when they're so paranoid, they simply forgot because it's a ritual habitual.
Because none of this
You
seem
do
like
your dishes every
crazy
day.
things that happened.
That's a good point. I don't like the tags thing. That was a little much for me.
There have been people who have died from shower curtain incidences where they
Yeah.
didn't call it a haunting.
Yeah, that's true.
It's called negligence. the word of the Lord.
Whoa. I think the way they presented it made it sound a lot scarier than it was.
Yeah, but listen to what they're saying.
Listen to what they're saying. Yeah, and the images and stuff with her like stroking her neck, like that's creepy.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna take it as creepier. You're
Yeah.
gonna listen to it like, oh, yeah, you're right. That is, I feel uneasy now. You know, just because of what you see. They did a good job with that video.
But it is all about how the movie is based off of this incident.
Yeah,
so the movie like heightens it and makes it
that's
more crazy.
True. That's true.
Let's watch the number one.
Number one.
Originally released in 1979,
Amityville Horror,
there was
everyone
also a
knows this.
remake released in 2005. This movie follows the Lutz family. They move into a brand new home located in Amityville, New York.
Look how happy they
The
were.
previous owner had murdered his entire family.
Right.
He claims that the voices inside the house persuaded him to do it. After the Lutz family move in, supernatural occurrences begin within the house. One of the children claims that she can speak to the ghost of the daughter who was murdered in the house. The paranormal activity continues, and it's found out that a cult leader also used to own the house. After this, the man of the house by the name of George Lutz becomes very abusive against his wife. His wife believes he is possessed and quickly flees from the house with the children as he attempts to kill them. The movie was actually
Camera cut. Sorry.
The movie was actually based on the real-life Lutz family. They moved into a house in Amityville, Long Island in 1976. They only lasted 28 days due to the chilling events that took place. The 6-bedroom house had a swimming pool and boathouse. It sounds like a really nice place. Well, it sure wasn't. Danny Lutz, who was 10 years old while living there, recently revealed the nightmarish happenings. He claims he saw items fly across the room and even saw substances spewing out of the walls. Just over a year before they moved in,
disgusting.
a man by the name of Ronald Defoe shot and killed his parents and 4 younger siblings. It's believed that they were killed at 3:15 a.m. The real George Lutz reported that he would wake up every night at 3:15 a.m. for no reason. Although there was many reports of paranormal happenings, many believe that their stories were fabricated. This includes a local lawyer who claimed that the family made up the stories over many bottles of wine. People believe that they simply left the house because George couldn't afford it due to his income. Thank you so much for watching. If you like horror-based
you're welcome so much.
Wow. I believe him. I believe it. You know why?
Support
Because that
your-
story's so popular.
Yeah, that's...
I believe anything that's popular.
Oh my god.
That's the way it works, right? I mean, Trump's so popular.
Oh, I knew
He
you were going to
must
go
be a
there.
great president. But yeah, I believe this family. I totally...
You really do?
I don't feel like the whole family would just make up some story. You know, if like the dad lied or was the only one who spoke about it, then I'd probably get it. But if like all these people are talking about it, I kind of believe it.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause
Okay.
these are crazy incidences.
That's a fair point. That's a good point.
That's how I base my
But
knowledge of who to trust.
Are
and
they
who not
all
to
nuts,
trust.
though, you know?
Are they all nutso? We don't know so.
Sorry, are they all crazy?
Yeah, they might all be crazy.
Yeah, you never
I mean,
know.
if the dad's crazy, might have attracted a crazy woman, and then, you know, they have crazy kids together, and they believe all kinds of crazy things.
Makes sense. No, I believe it too, though.
It's more fun to believe it.
Yeah.
We should go visit that house sometime.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You danger.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Because I know you're not serious. Right?
I'm not serious.
Can you visit the house?
Yeah. Right? Alright, rejects, subscribe today.
Do it.
Get accepted. Lisa
Get
is on the channel of Instagram called instagram.com/Lisa M. Mihelic. And if you like Lisa, and if you like to look at her too, then Instagram is the place where you want to follow her. So go there.
Thank you.
Check her out
Wow.
on Instagram.
Okay.
Boom. That's how you promote the
plug.
guests. That's how you promote the guests.
I'm not that. Yeah. Okay.
No, shh.
Okay. No.
Girl, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. My bad.